Okay. Yeah, say hello.
Hello everyone and welcome to WhichCity number 1. I'm going to be talking a little quiet because it's actually quite late here right now. It's almost 2 in the morning. But I've been working on this very first podcast for a little while now. Not necessarily this particular part. This is easy. Just need to set up a few lights, set up my camera, do a quick little recording and put it on the website. Not that big of a deal. Since it is the very first video, I wanted to do a quick introduction and let you know what's going on. The first thing I'm going to do is introduce myself now that I've greeted you. You may or may not know me, but my name is Brandon, and I am the creator of WhichCity.net. And that website, even though I've had it for a couple of years, it's not very evolved right now. It's not fleshed out. I think it has around 20 articles on it right now. It has a few articles, not very deep. A couple of years ago when I first put it up, the articles that I initially posted were just little tidbits on how to help you do certain things, which cities are the cleanest, which cities are the largest by population density, things like that. You can still find those articles on which city, but I've decided to change the focus, and one is to provide articles that are very, very helpful and informative, and they come directly from my experience. A travel website is not necessarily something that's original. Lots of people do it, but I see more and more people who are living in different countries doing their own video vlogs, and since I had started my website a couple of years ago, I decided, why don't I just start putting some very useful articles on there. And so as of right now, which is today is August 12th, here, maybe for you it's still the 11th, but as of today, the website has 10 new updated articles that I've posted just within the last 10 to 15 days or so. And a couple of those are written by myself from my personal experience. Others are written by some people that I know who are also experienced in these things. Some of them are pretty general tips, like 10 tips if you're going to move to China, 10 tips if you're going to move to Japan, things like that. These articles aren't written by me, but I did add supplemental information, and I will be making some videos about those topics. This is the very first video, being the introduction video. It's not going to be too specific, but I just wanted to let you know that go to the website, and eventually there's going to be a mailing list there. If you want to get on the mailing list, then you'll get notified whenever something new is posted. But as of right now, it's just me. This site is just me. The graphics that you see are mine. A lot of the pictures that you see are going to be mine. There are some video clips and some pictures that I'm able to get off the internet from even some of the music I get royalty free, like Kevin MacLeod does the music for the intro. That's royalty free. And a couple of the videos, little very short clip videos, I'm able to get from another website, and some of the pictures. However, some of the videos and some of the pictures, like if you see at the beginning of the intro that you just saw a moment ago, of all of the people sitting around and having a drink, I was actually the one filming that. Those are all my friends, and some of those are my students a while back. A lot of the videos that we're going to do in the future are just going to be from my personal collection. I have amassed over the past several years quite a number of videos and pictures, and I will be putting those online for you to see. Right now I'm in China, but I move around a lot. I mean, I have a home here, but I travel to different countries, so that's kind of the way I came up with the name WhichCity. Which city am I in right now? And actually in about 10 days I'm going to be going to South Korea for the first time, so I'll be doing videos and pictures about that, and you'll see it hopefully in a few weeks. I also have a lot of video about Japan. I've been to Japan more than 10 times. I lived in Japan for about 3 months in Tokyo a few years ago, but I've spent more than 5 years living in China, and I've also been to Vietnam. Recently I went to Australia just a couple of months ago. I've also been many times to Hong Kong, Thailand. I've been to, of course, I went to Vietnam about 2 years ago. Anything that I think is of use to you, if you're interested, then check it out. If you need some help, feel free to send me an email. And that's one of the things I wanted to let you know. My email is on the website, but it might be hard to find. So if you need to send me an email, just send it to Brandon@WhichCity.net. That's Brandon, BRANDON @WhichCity.net. If you send it to that email address, I'll get it, I'm not going to guarantee how fast I'll respond, because I actually manage a few different websites, and I'm trying to build those consistently. But I do promise that I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If there's any questions you have, just let me know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you, but really that's all. I don't want to spend a lot of time talking right now, because I don't have a specific agenda other than to introduce this particular site and this channel, because this particular channel is different than my main channel. I have my own channel where I make movies and things like that. But that's what I wanted to tell you, just a little bit about myself. Right now, I'm like I said, living in China. I've been in China for over 5 years, but I spend a lot of my time in other countries. I have a daughter who's in the U.S., and she's going to be finishing high school soon. And I'm really hoping to help her get out and travel and encourage her. And I'm going to be changing up. I've got a group now here locally, and we're going to be challenging each other to do some changes and do lots of things. And one of the things that we're going to do is some videos. And I'm going to be doing some interviews with some local people and getting out and talking to some people. A friend of mine in Japan, I'm supposed to interview him in a couple of months. So I'm going to keep the content coming, the interesting stuff, as much as possible. And if anything's useful to you, that'll be great. But in the meantime, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Bye-bye.